Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome. I am just another Pokedad, and if you know where I stole my intro from, you're my kind of geek, and I say geek lovingly. Today I'm going to show you again my, I'm really stuck on this Marshadow-Gx deck that I've been working on for a while now. I've made one really important tech in it, maybe two, but the biggest one is Litwick. For slightly simmer, search your deck for up to 2 cards, discard them, shuffle your deck afterward. That attack right there is what sets this entire deck up. You want to get Litwick in your discard pile or even as you're active first thing you can. That is an amazing attack for this deck because you look at what your opponent's playing, you get Glaceon, oops, sorry, not trying to add. You get Glaceon into your discard pile if they're, playing evolved Pokemon. You put Jolteon if they're not. You just you tech into your discard pile whatever you need. That is such a great attack in this deck. The only other thing I think I changed was I added Mini Darkrai. I don't know if I had that last time or not. This is really just one that can deal with, it was Mini Darkrai or Rangaroo kind of flopping back and forth between the two to deal with Mini Ninetales. The other one you can use, is you could actually put Clefairy into your active spot instead of your discard if you are coming up against a Mini Ninetales deck. Those are the main ones. So I'm going to go into a match and show you how this deck is working. We're going to do another duel and just kind of show you again the strength of this Swiss Army knife Marshadow-Gx deck. So looks like we're probably going to be up against a Volcanion deck, which is always tough. So here we go. Any minute now. Hi. Hello. Good luck. Thank you for the match. Here we are. Not a great start. Necrozma. Will have to go into my active, but luckily I do have a Ninja Boy, so I can swap him out first thing. I'm going to want to do that because otherwise I don't have any energy that can attach to him. But we'll kind of see what they're doing. Because maybe if I can get some energy... Oh, it's a Salazzle deck, huh? And here we have Litwick. So I'll Ultra Ball Litwick away. Let's do that first. We'll get rid of Litwick and... I guess we'll get rid of the Guzma to bring out. We're going to grab Tapu Lele. But the first thing we'll do is we will Ninja Boy this turn into Marshadow. I can put some energy on him. Fighting Fury Belt, and I'm gonna hold off on playing Lele just in case they end me. Then I get my new hand anyway. Again, one of the things that I try and teach my son when playing is only play stuff either when you're forced to play it because you're going to get rid of your hand or something, or when you need to play it. Otherwise, hold it in your hand until the time comes that you're going to use it, because you never know when people are going to mess with your hand a little bit. The only time you don't necessarily want to do that is if you're afraid of a delinquent. But, and who isn't afraid of delinquents? Yeah, we want to search for a supporter. We're going to go with, let's see, they have 4 cards in their hand. So I will not have an end to go with. Wow, okay. So that must be prized. So we're going to go with the Sycamore. I hate losing an Acerola, but I need the draw more at the moment. And now we've got a handful. Potown, that's another tech that I put in this because we don't, everything's basic. It only hurts our opponents. So I like that as a choice in this deck. I will slightly simmer because that's all I can do. We're going to go with the Clefairy. Maybe I'll put Pidgeot because they're both 1 or 2, and then I've got 3 in my hand that I need to get rid of, but no way to do it. So I'm hoping my next draw will be something that'll help me rid my hand of, oh, sorry, dropping. Rid my hand of some of these cards. Octillery. We'll get a little bam 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 on him from Potown. See, that's a nice thing. I mean, if you're playing only basics, you're never going to get hurt by Potown. And now neither will they. Ooh. Skyfield. Now we don't put a lot on our bench, so that's a rough one. Like we don't get an advantage for Skyfield, so we do want to get rid of that if we can at some point. And he has no energy, so I can't do anything. But slightly simmer again. Get rid of a couple more. He's got a bunch of Littens going on. So this is a Salazzle Incineroar deck, it would appear. All right, come on. XXX Jeff RB, XXX, or is it XXX Jeff RB, XXX? I don't know. What could it be? All right, all right, all right. Now we got some energy, so now we can Plumeria a few things away. Better would be if I happen to top deck my Sophocles, but you never know. Although, I don't know. Getting rid of the 1 energy, since that's all he's managed to get so far, won't be too bad a deal. I'd like to draw an energy is what I'd like to do right now, because then I could really get the deck going. 3, and that's one of the things with this deck is you really 3 energy is what it takes to start getting Marshadow really pumping for a lot of these attacks. And Tauros is in my hand, so once I get rid of Tauros, that'll help. I'll be able to at least do a little attack there. But now we're really cooking with gas, as they say. We're going to get rid of him and him for now. And I am going to start. See, we've got just so many choices already, but I'm going to start with the Crystal Ray. For the knockout. There's an end, so that's good. That'll help us and with my opponent. And see, that's one of the tough things with playing online against this deck is it doesn't announce which attack I've used. So you have to be able to really look through my discard pile and kind of decipher what attack I've used. Unlike when you're playing in real life and you have to kind of announce, I'm going to use Crystal Ray for X amount. Online, you kind of can sucker people in because they're not sure exactly what you're using. So they just have to assume that I'm using the attack. So, but for a deck that seems to be needing a lot of energy to run, I don't. They are either drawing really poor, but with half their, over half their deck gone, I'm a little surprised. Field blower that, yep, that's fairly expected. And too bad. So, I don't think I really need to do any of that right now. So what I'm going to do is just keep Crystal Rain. And that's the one thing with this deck. You want to move as cautiously as you can until you find your moments to get aggressive. But with, now that he's got 110, next attack I'm going to, hit him for another 110 while he can't do anything in return. Let's see. Which will keep me protected. And at some point I can use his GX attack using, so like if he brings Turtonator up next or Salazzle. Oh no, I'm going to knock him out, so I won't have that to use. Ah, never mind. Never mind. Heat Blast. Right, Flame. Yeah, I don't have... so maybe if I can, I'll get rid of Necrozma. Use Necrozma's GX to at least put a bunch of damage on. Nah, I don't want to open myself up, but because he's going to almost have to put Turtonator up, so I'll be using my attack Flash Ray attack this turn, because yeah, it's guaranteed that he's going to have to bring up Turtonator. So this turn I'm just really, we're going to Flash Ray, and that's the beauty of this deck. You lock your opponent out, see, and they know they're just never gonna, I mean, never, not never. They obviously, you goes me away or you whatever, and it's gonna hurt. But more often than not, you can lock people down. So that's game one. We'll be back shortly for game two. All right, here we are back for game two of the duel. And I missed what we're playing against, so this will be a surprise. Yes, we would like to go first. Thank you very much, and hello. Good luck, good game. Well, we'll start out with Coco. And I get a mulligan, that's good. Coco's not a bad starter. I do have a Brooklet Hill, which is perfect. That's a nice way to start. I don't have anything else in my hand, but I can end if I have to, if I get that far. But hopefully maybe I'll draw some. Well, I don't have any way to discard it anyway. So it's just the wheels turning. You can almost see the smoke coming out as I do. So we will Brooklet Hill and get our... Actually, the mini Coco starting will be nice in case we're up against mini Vileplume. So we'll just end off the bat and try and set ourselves up for next turn. All right. And nothing in my discard, and it's my first turn, so I'm done. I really like Sophocles in this deck. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this card at all in general, but in this deck, discarding 2 to draw 4, if you can discard 2 your Pokemon that you want. That's such a nice card. So, all right. So we're gonna beacon and see what we grab. Sandslash and Mini Ninetales. All right. So we need to pull out one of our other Pokemon non-GXs in order to take on the Mini Ninetales, or I need to figure out this turn doing 60 damage, which is possible, but I'm not sure that I have any way to get anything in my hand. I'm going to get rid of the Ninja Boy and the Field Blower for now and see what I get. Wow, I got a handful of nothing to use. So, interesting. I do have Plumeria, which is good, so I can get rid of some energy. We'll focus on anything he puts on this Ninetales for sure. Although, if he retreats, that's going to be... Actually, if he retreats, it might be better for me. Because then I can get some damage onto him on the bench to start with. But Mini Ninetales is actually really a tough thing for this deck to sort of deal with. We've got a Mini Darkrai in here that we can, use if we need to. I had put in a Rangaroo, which maybe would have been a better choice to keep, but we'll see how it goes. If I can get Mini Coco dealing some damage, that might be enough. He's going to want to bring up that Lapras here. Yeah, see? And collect. So I may not get much damage out of, but we're going to get rid of Ninja Boy, and I'll lose the. I'm going to lose the Acerola for now. And what can I do with two? Boy. I'm going to grab. Which one's better? Grandpa. I'm going to take Tauros. And then we will Plumeria to get rid of Tauros and get rid of one of the energies here. And then we're going to Flying Flip because I want to get some damage down. I could have brought out my Marshadow, but I'm only going to be doing 60. I'd rather get it all the way across the board and maybe set myself up for being able to Necrozma and knock out Manaphy here. And it's the only, and then a couple more, and I could Necrozma my way into knocking out a few things if I can get the damage on. And if I can get a Necrozma into my discard pile. Ifs, lots of ifs. And if he doesn't get out a rough season, just wipe out all this. I'm going to probably lose my my Coco on the next turn. So I'm really hoping that I can get, let's get rid of a couple of his things, and we'll wait. We'll lay on the next turn and maybe get some stuff going. But if I can get Necrozma out, I can knock out, or almost knock out, like his whole bench if I can. But I have a feeling I'm going to see a rough seas here before I get that far, or maybe he'll Lysander up my my one Marshadow and just knock it out this turn. So you never know. That's trouble. I mean, obviously, if he's playing Trainer's Mail, this is not a post-rotation deck. I am playing a post-rotation deck, so I'm not really. This isn't really laid out against a a Verse Seeker Lysander situation, but it works better when not playing. But now I don't have to worry about Lysander this turn, so that's good. But I really don't have anything in my discard pile that so I think I'm just going to get all these guys into my discard now, and man oh man, we'll take him down to 3. See how that plays out. What will he get rid of? Choices, choices. Yep. All right. Play there. So Aurora Beam would only do 80. You know, what can I do? I'm going to Flying Flip again. And unfortunately, it doesn't do the damage to because he used Blizzard Burn last turn, so he can't use that one this turn. Okay. So we gotta get something here. That wasn't it. What I can do is I will Ace of roll you back into my hand. We'll put a couple down on the bench. We'll get that down and you down. And I mean, I can't damage you, so I guess I want to do the Flying Flip again, because I can't hurt, but I can get damage onto the bench. Although, and since I can't protect myself from, oh, well, that's good. That's actually not the worst thing that could have happened. So we're going to put, let's see what options we would have. I could tap a Cure, but I don't want to blow my GX move on that one. So let's put some of that energy back that I just discarded. We'll do that. That'll be good. That's VS Seeker. We'll get rid of Lele and Plumeria, because he's got enough energy that this isn't gonna. And what? We'll get Necrozma. And this turn, I am going to Aqua Ring, and we're going to send you up. Let's see what happens, because then I can, if I can get Necrozma into the discard, and if it doesn't do anything, I can pretty close. So we're going to hope here that this can play out the way we want. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. We'll get rid of Pidgeot. So we can pull Darkrai up, and we'll put Darkrai on the bench just in case we have to deal with the Ninetales. But I think right now what I'm going to do is I am going to Marshadow-Gx. See, so we take prizes for that one. We're a flying flip away from knocking out Gyarados. So we're in a pretty good spot here. I mean, he can knock out and take me down, but I might be able to come up with, because if he does Flash Burn and does 10 damage to his benched Pokemon, then that, I think, just won me the game. A flying flip wins me the game because I would have taken the 4 prize cards. So that single attack, he just won the game for me. So thank you. And again, that's duel with the Marshadow-Gx deck. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Comment down below. I would love to hear. Yes, I want to put Stardust Jirachi in this deck as a test, but I don't have it online. I do have it in real life. So if anyone wants to trade me one, hit me up. My Boy Dash is my gamer name on, and I'll put that in the comment or in the description. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe. Please leave comments. I would love to hear from you. And let's make this deck a contender. I'm going to take it to my first match as soon as I can, as soon as it's legal tomorrow. So in tournament play. Thank you very much for watching.